Hello, you get editing, Laura. I never filmed an intro, so this is the vlog for the 29th of July for Camp 2022 until the end of camp, and then I'm gonna cut it off because I'm doing a lot of reading for this vlog. So the reading has been continuing on, but I'm just gonna encapsulate this with the end of July. So here we go. Good evening. It is 7 o'clock at night on July 29th. Bless you, Roy. So I just got home from my company barbecue that we had. It was catered and it was Hawaiian barbecue and it was so good. So I was there for about 3 hours and now back. So yeah. Gwenna's stream starts at 9, so I've got about 2 hours. And I gotta figure out what I want to do for this 24 to 10K. Do I want to write? Do I want to read? Do I want to revise? What are my goals? So I think I need to contemplate that and journal. So there we go. All right, we have half an hour until the 24 to 10K starts. And I have decided I'm going to read this write-a-thon. I am getting close to burnout and I want to pump the brakes and refill the creative well. I've already read 3 books this past week, but I want to keep going. I'm on a reading kick. So I have gathered some books that I could read the next 24 hours. So yes, this is the selection that I have. Ow. Just squished my finger. Okay, so first on the docket, I know I want to read The Stitchers. I want to finish it. I am this far in, not very far, but it's very good and it's my comp title for Saturday. So this one is a for sure. Put that over there. And I have a bookmark that I'm gonna use. Hold on. Okay. Next ones are ones that I could read. So, Coraline by Neil Gaiman. I only have this much left. So, like a third. Hide and Seeker. I've read this much and have all of that to go. But like, pretty easy read. It's a middle grade. And kind of terrifying. And then as a cheat book, if I want something super easy just to check something off, I'll finish reading Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I'm already halfway through. But yeah. It's a cheat. But yeah, like, this is the one with the creepy illustrations, so yay for creep factor. I have another Junji Ito. This one's Gyo. I believe this one is more oceanic terror. The floating smell of death hangs over the island. What is it? A strange-legged fish appears on the scene. So begin Tadashi and Kiori's spiral into the horror and stench of the sea. Here is the creepiest masterpiece of horror manga ever, and the creator of Uzumaki, Junji Ito. Hold your breath until all is revealed. Something's rotten in Okinawa. So, yes please. Just... It's thinner than Uzumaki was. And they're disturbing pictures, but should be a fairly quick read. Speaking of quick reads, I have these Drabble collections. So 100-word horror pieces. So it should be very easy to read. This is volume 1 and volume 2. And I also have Paranormal Contact, which is A Quiet Horror Confessional is an anthology of first-person narratives, many of which blur the line between contemporary horror fiction and autobiographical recollection. Each story is an encounter with the supernatural. While the experiences with ghosts and otherworldly entities may be sometimes subtle, they are often hair-raising, and at times, genuinely disturbing. So I've read this much, and the first story blew my mind. Like, I was highlighting my favorite passages. Like, it was so good. It's just so good. The first one is by Jessica Ann York, Chef's Kiss. I love her writing. So if I ever find a novel by her, I will definitely look that up. And then, of course, The Elementals. So this one is a haunted house. Not too thick. So it is 218. So yeah, that's it. All right, so we have started off with a 30-minute sprint. So I guess it's time to start reading Stitchers again. So in the first 30 sprint, I read 30 pages. So they're very easy, double-spaced middle grade pages, so that's nice. But yeah, I believe I'm going to keep track of pages read instead of words written. So there we go. And I have started the journal entry. I printed out the Stitchers cover, pasted it in there, and there we go. I will see how many books I read to see how many covers I need to print out. But yeah, I think after Stitchers I'm gonna read Gyo, and then maybe Hide and Seeker. So I think that's my plan of attack. Yeah, so middle grade, adult horror manga, back to middle grade. So, yes. It's the second sprint and I'm already distracted. I just made a 45-minute timer, but it means I need to move stuff off my laptop onto the hard drive to make room. So I'm doing that now, but it's taking forever because it's trying to move stuff over while it's rendering out the timer at the same time. So my laptop is like, what are you doing to me? But yeah, that's the update. I guess I'll read now. Second sprint is over, and I'm going to light the candle. Fire! Alright, we're in my final sprint, and got 2 minutes left. Great times. I am on chapter 11. I have read exactly 130 pages of the Stitchers. So I'm over halfway through. Good times. But I'm gonna go to bed after this sprint, so. Oh goodness, there are crazy motorcycles outside right now. But yeah. I am definitely enjoying the book. I'm getting more sucked into the story than analyzing the sentence structures, so oops. But yeah, no, it's great fun. I love it. Definitely a good comp title. I love it. So that's where I'm at so far. I'll see you guys after the sprint. All right, the next stream starts in under 6 hours. So I'm probably going to wake up when it starts because Roy will be wanting to be up. Oh, but we shall see. He's adorable. He's on my couch. So it is bedtime, and I will see you all in the morning. Good morning. Oh my gosh. Okay, it's 10:45. Roy was a gentleman and let me sleep in, so that was nice. And now he's sneezing. Bless you, sir. So yeah, I am going to continue my readathon after I journal a bit. I need to set it up for today and figure out what exactly I'm doing. I will finish Stitchers today and hopefully start on another book. So we'll see what I do. Currently it is JC's stream, so Barrett just showed up, so hooray hooray. Oh my gosh. I did wake up a little bit for Morgan and Maggie's stream, but I fell back asleep, so sleep is necessary. It's necessary. All right, I walked this boy and then I went to the farmer's market and I got some bread and it's pre-sliced. So I know what I'm having for second breakfast. Good bread. I got distracted. I made a new timer. I should be reading. Oh my goodness. So I'm on Tiffany's stream right now and it's 3:41 and I am so close to being done with the Stitchers. So close. We are in the finale and this, I was like, holy cow, they pulled out a chainsaw? Like, how dark is this going? But it was okay. But yeah, oh my gosh, so good. And yes, I am very excited to finally finish this book. It's so good. And yes, time to get back to reading. Nia's first sprint has started. I am back in bed where I'm going to finish the Stitchers. I have like 22 pages left, including the epilogue. We are at the finale. It is going down. So let's get back to reading.
An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got.
All right, it's finished. And it's set up for the sequel. So, yeah. Ugh, and the cover is perfect for it, man. Just perfect. So, excellent middle grade horror, highly approve. Love to have it as a comp title. Yeah. I guess I should check in with the write-a-thon and see where we're at, because the sprint is probably done. I was just sucked into reading. I wanted to finish this. So, yep, I'll catch up with you guys in a bit when I pick the next book. Alright, so I'm gonna read Gil. And Roy is gonna help me. Sure. Alright, we finished the first sprint on Nia's, and I read 127 pages, so not too shabby for 25 minutes. So far, I do like Uzumaki better, but Uzumaki started out with like little vignette short stories that happened in the town, and then it all came together. This one seems like it's a straightforward narrative. So, yeah. Interesting things happening. As you can see on the back, the shark with legs. So fun times. So I found the page that it's from. This shark with legs coming at the people. Dun dun dun. But yeah, fun times. So gonna keep reading during these sprints, so I will definitely finish this today. Alright, I finished Gyo. It was alright. Uzumaki I enjoyed much more. There was some really cool panels though. my favorite part was the bonus story, which I had read before, which is The Enigma of Amagara Fault. So it's the one with the holes in the fault line that match human shapes, and so people are drawn to the hole in their shape and enter the fault. Thank you, Roy. So yeah, I've read that one before, but it's nice to own it. So, fun times. Roy is adorable. Aren't you, sir? Aren't you? Oh, thank you. Yeah. So, when the stream just started, they are on sprint number 1. So, time to pick book number 3. Yes. And yawn. Alright, I have decided to finish Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I'm halfway through, so yeah, halfway. So, should be a very quick read, but I will have finally read the first edition, or volume, of Scary Stories. So, let's do it! Alright, it's like 7:30, 7:40, I don't know, but I'm taking Roy outside for a walk so he can get off some energy. I fed him. He should be a happy boy tonight. Come on, Roy. Can't take the branch. Roy.
Just where it was needed, gleaming black as night, cloistered in injustice, dead.
Alright, we're back, and the sprint has begun for 30, and yeah, time to read some Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Alright, I finished Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and the car door hand hook man thing story was in here, so that was interesting. I wonder if that's where most people learned about it. But yeah, fun stuff. I want to make my own children's horror story collection, so I don't know if I should attempt to do it now and write all the stories and hire an illustrator and try and self-publish one, or wait till after I get some middle grade horror published and try and get it as an option and published traditionally, because I don't know how really to sell middle grade for self-publishing. So yeah, I guess on to book number 4. Alright, I've picked up the next book, which is another short one. I'm just plowing through all my little books so that I can finally check them off my list. They've been on my bookshelf. So this is Drabbledark. It is 101 drabbles, which are 100-word stories. And I have read the first 3 or so of these before. And I got this for inspiration for when I write my own drabbles, to see what's already been done. So, yeah. Let's get reading. Alright, so the write-a-thon is over, but my readathon will continue. So it's actually a long weekend here in Ontario for some of us. My company, folks, actually is letting us off on Monday. So I have a long weekend, so I am going to continue to read tonight, tomorrow, and through Monday, and we'll see what I get done. But so far, in my journal, I can't flip the camera. So, this was the Blood Like Magic release, or Blood Like Fate, where I went and got it signed by Lizelle. Thank you, Roy. So I read Uzumaki on Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday day, and Friday I read Stitchers, and Saturday, which is today, I finished Stitchers. I read Gyo, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, and I'm going to hopefully finish Drabbledark tonight. And I will keep putting pictures of the books that I finish. And I will move into my new book on Monday because, yeah, It is the next month, and this is full. Look at that cute boy. Yes. Okay, so I'm reading Drabbled Arc. I am on page 38. And oh my gosh, I just read one that blew my mind. So the gist of it, these are all horror. So, they bring a baby home, I guess. It says when the baby arrived, we kept the dog outside. So I don't know how the baby got there, or if they had the baby, I don't know. But, one day they hear the dog barking on the baby monitor, and so they go in, and the kid has killed the dog, and so main character buries the dog out in the woods. And then years pass, the child grows up but never learns to communicate beyond whimpers and quizzical stares. And sometimes in moments of respite, smoking cigarettes on the back porch, I hear the infant wailing beyond the dark wall of trees, the sound distant as if muffled by dirt. So, was the kid like a changeling? Like, the kid died and not the dog? But blew my mind. So good. It's called Fertilization. Oh my gosh. Fertilization by James Ebersole. Ebersole. So that one was good. Alright, I'm halfway through. Number 50. Somebody leads some people to a crypt that has just been discovered and reaches into their own coffin and pulls out the axe, and their true visage shows. And they say, philosophy is not the only way to open someone's mind. With the axe. Gosh. So, yeah. Some of these are great. Some of these are not horror. They're just fantasy. But, yeah. Like there's one about orcs and dwarves. Or not orcs. Goblins and dwarves. But yeah. On to number 51. Number 51 is about a killer garden gnome. Oh my gosh. A garden gnome carrying a machine gun, wearing a bandolier, with no garden to, like, guard. My gosh. What? This one is called Enchanted Leftovers by John H. Dromey. So it's the baker chef dude who made the blackbird pie, 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. And now the king's daughter wants something dainty set before her. And so he gives her frog legs. And when the frog leg touches her lips, it transforms into a human prince's leg. Ah! Oh my gosh. Just meshing all fairy tales together, why don't you, in a gruesome way? Yes. Alright, it's 10:30. I'm on story 66. I think I'm gonna go read in the tub. It's gonna be lovely, and I'm not taking you with me. Good afternoon. It's Sunday, and this morning I got up, walked Roy. He's playing with a squeaky octopus right now. And then I went to church. So I'm back. I have eaten. Yes, Roy. So I'm going to get back into Drabbled Arc. and then see what tickles my fancy after. Whether I slip back into middle grade, I might finish Coraline. I'm already like 2/3 through it, so like it should be a quick finish. But I also want to read Hide and Seeker and Paranormal Contact. So yeah, first off, let's finish Rebel Dark. So right now Ambercraft is streaming, so I'm going to be following along and reading while we go.
It was always on fire, our house, our dreams. We were dancing on a wire, reckless it seemed.
We have moved back to the bed, and I have a companion. He's so cute and so soft. He's so soft. Yes. Yes. Oh, the Roy pets. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. 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 I love you. All right. And now Roy gets off my lap just when I get it in frame. Ugh. My pillows are going everywhere. Alright, so I finished Rebel Dark. I think my favorite stories were actually in the middle. So it is done. It is done. And time to pick the next book. Do I want to go back to middle grade? Do I want to keep going adult short stories? Do I want to do an adult novel? The options. All right, let's finish Coraline. I only have like this much more to go. So yeah, let's finish this and then go from there so I can check it off my list. So, spoilers for Coraline. Parents have already been taken. She's gone through back to the other mother's domain and has made the deal with the other mother, so she's trying to find her parents and has already met some of the spirits of the former children in the mirror. So that's where I'm at, and let's go. I did it! I finished Coraline! Finally! I read it when I was a kid, but I hadn't read it as an adult. So, the hand at the window wasn't nearly as spooky as it was when I read it as a child. That part scarred me. But, yeah. Really good. Excellent. Highly recommend. And, yeah. I didn't remember the cellar with the other father part. Oh my gosh. That was slightly disturbing with the face like risen dough bread. Like, yes. So scary. So I think I'm gonna read Hide and Seeker, which is a middle grade novel. So yeah, let me go fetch it. Alright, I've got Hide and Seeker. As you can see, spoopy middle grade. I have already read up to page 42, so I have a long way to go yet, but it's middle grade, so should be fairly quick. Roy is just adorable, wants all the pets, he's so cute. So, Time to snuggle back in with the poopy and get back to reading. Yay! Here's my boy. Alright, so I figured I should probably tell you what hide and seeker is. So I'll read you the back. This is Roy, who has commandeered my lap. And here we go. Out of the darkness, no more light. Now it comes to steal your life. On this day you sealed your fate by playing what it loves to hate. Once you're tagged, then you'll know. The mark appears, it's your time to go. Z chance. Now you're in the final count. It's closer to the set amount. Whoa, Lyric says. Quincy shuffles back a few steps. What's wrong with him? He ain't right, says Carla. He came back wrong. Z's dazed eyes bob for apples. Up, down, up, down. Now he locks on his bedroom door. Now the locks on his bedroom door make sense. Shay giggles, only it comes out like a growl. This is so much fun. Hey, I say, stop messing with him. I won't let you do this. Leave us alone. He leaps off the porch and dashes towards us. Someone screams. We scatter like cockroaches in the light. So, it's like a supernatural game of hide and seek, where this thing is the seeker trying to find these kids. Because this one kid went missing. Was it a year? Like a year before the book starts. And he's just now shown back up. And he hasn't come back quite right. So he's like scarred and chanting in these really weird rhyme riddle things. And yeah. So a game of hide and seek commences. And it seems to have been the supernatural kind. And it's going to go downhill from here. So fun times. This one seems to be a bit more gruesome of a middle grade. Like, kids are physically scarred and like oof. So we shall see. Not much reading is happening. We're just snuggling. Mullen's write-in is about to finish, so I've been listening in on that while I read, and I think I have tortillas, so I might go make a quesadilla and then jump into hide and seeker. But look at this poopy. He's just so soft. Ah! Good evening. I have finally gotten off of the phone. I talk with my family for a few hours every Sunday. So, yeah. That went on from 6:30 until just now, which is like 9:15. So, we were also scheduling afternoon tea for when my mother comes up here to visit me next month. So, we're gonna go out to afternoon tea, and I'm very excited. And so we have reservations now. Yeah, so time to get back into the spooky. So, middle grade horror, here we come. Alright, so I am halfway through hide and seeker. We are finally at nowhere. Oh my gosh. So apparently it's the midpoint turn. So I was expecting to happen in like chapter 5, but no, we are at chapter 16. So, yeah. I guess I shall continue onwards and upwards. And let's see, I'm on page 155, and there are 308. So I'm like exactly halfway. I don't know if I'll finish this tonight or if I will actually, like, you know, sleep and continue it on in the morning. But yeah, time to get back to reading. morning. I am on chapter 21, over halfway. My goodness. So, pretty good. There was one fear that was the first fear in the other world, the other realm, the nowhere. I thought was fairly common, and then they twisted it. I was like, oh dang. So this could be a pretty dark book for some kids. Oh my gosh. But yeah, good stuff. It's after 11, so I am gonna go to sleep, and I'll see you guys in the morning. So to close out this vlog, I thought I would show you what I had read during the month of July. Ta-da! I read Uzumaki by Junji Ito, Gyo by Junji Ito, Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Kah, Drabble Dark, it's an anthology, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, The Stitchers, half of Hide and Seekers, this one only counts as half, Coraline, About Horror, the Study and Craft, and Successful Self-Publishing by Joanna Penn. So, this is what I did. Not too shabby for not really reading for a long time before this. I've finally broken my reading slump, which is nice because, spoiler alert, I continue reading in August. So, yeah, so that about wraps it up for the end of the Camp Nano for July. It was very successful. Out of my July camp goals, for doing Writer Town Garlosia I did, 30-hour write-a-thon I did, doing a podcast episode uploaded to YouTube I did a vlog for Critique Group Live, I did my AutoTube writing conference thing, and 6 Camp Nano updates, and 3 podcast episodes. So, I finished revising Seeds of Doubt again. I finished Released at Last, which is a short story. I wrote a drabble for Black Hair Press and submitted it. I read Coraline. I queried an agent, the one who hearted my pitch on Twitter. And I got through half of Hide and Seeker. So, didn't reach all my goals. I didn't read The Graveyard Book or Small Spaces, but I read other books, so I still count it as a win. Just not the specific titles I had written down. So that's it for July. I hope you enjoyed your camp. Let me know how you did, what you did, and I'll see you guys for the rest of August. Bye!